Okay, guys, welcome back. Well, it looks like we're not gonna have to wait too long for more Godzilla. Obviously, the Japanese game's coming out in December. That same game is coming out in America next year during the summer for both the PS3 and PS4. And now we have officially confirmed by Toho themselves a Godzilla 2016 movie, and I'm very happy to hear this. This is something we all discussed shortly after the Legendary movie, whether or not Toho would go this route again. It sounds like they were debating at one point, and they finally come to a decision to make another movie. So this is good. Now, we're getting some stopgaps before the big 2018 sequel in the game, and then in 2016, the Japanese Godzilla. And it's going to be interesting to see how this movie is going to fare. I think definitely outside of Japan, it's going to do rather well. And I'm pretty sure to do well in Japan as well, you know, with the resurgence of the character after the 2014 movie. So, this means, I'm going to probably take the March of the King and just completely change the name. Not change March of the King, it'll still be March of the King, but it's not going to be 2018 anymore. You know, and I can't say 2016 because we still have 2018, but we also got a game in 2015, so we're just going to call it Godzilla, the March. It's just going to be marching to the king. That's it. It's like, there's so many stops in between now. And, you know, it's been a lot of fun so far to still talk about the movie and talk about the movie's future in terms of the United States version. But this is going to be fun. You know, this is going to be fun. This is not that long away from what I've read. And I'll leave the link in the description for those of you who haven't seen it already. But it looks like they're going to aim to release this in Japan fall of 2016. So that makes it, you know, a little less than 2 years away. And that's a lot more easier to deal with right now than 2018. Now, it's not going to have anything to do with the with the Legendary series. This is going to be a new take on Godzilla. It's going to be a brand new Godzilla series. Rumor has it that they're looking to make a solo film, but that's just a rumor. We don't know right now. All we know is that they are definitely going to start working on a new movie. And it sounds like they're aiming high, man. They're even considering going outside of Toho to recruit some talent to make this a good movie. So that's a good sign. And obviously we're going to get Summation. I'm sure they're not going to, they're not going to abandon that. But I'm more than sure they're going to incorporate a little bit of both. I think you'll definitely get some more CG now, and you'll still get the Summation. I think that's a passion they have over there in Japan. They know that the more hardcore fans would love to see that. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. I mean, this is what we've talked about leading up into the 2014 movie, is getting Godzilla back to some sort of relevancy, and obviously very relevant. I mean, the movie made $570 million worldwide. It's very good. A lot of new generation, a lot of new people introduced to the character, and they like it. So, you know, and despite the movie not being popular among some fans, this is still something that's going to get those fans hyped up. Even if they didn't like the American movie, they're gonna jump on the Japanese movie. It still helps the character. It still helps makes him relevant. And that's a good thing. That's a fantastic thing. So this is going to be fun now, because now we have something new to talk about, something new to speculate on, a new movie. And while I'm not going to completely abandon the 2018 movie, although it's a far ways away, we're definitely going to talk about this a little bit more probably going forward. Now, I'm not going to abandon those who ask questions about like Rodan and some other parts of the 2018 movie, but this is something definitely that's going to kind of hit more of the forefront because it's coming a lot sooner. And I think we're going to get a lot more news rapidly because it's already going to be 2015, and that means they have a little over a year to basically get this thing working. So we'll get updated news from, you know, actors that are going to be in it, what the theme of the movie might be. Will it be a solo film? Will it be a versus film? Will they take this opportunity to maybe throw Ghidorah in the first movie and introduce everybody to Ghidorah so they know what to expect in 2018? One thing I will say that I found pretty interesting, but I really don't think it's accurate. There was a site that posted this news prior to it coming on Toho's website. And one of the things that were said was Toho quoted by saying that it's time to start a new series, and I'm paraphrasing here, and we're not going to bow down to the Legendary or the American Godzilla. And, that kind of makes it sound like a competition, but I find it hard to believe that they would say that, considering that, let's face it, whether you like the American Godzilla movie or not, you really have to thank Legendary and Warner Brothers, because if it weren't for them, this probably wouldn't be happening. You know, it's funny how we look back and we talk about how Godzilla 98 was the reason we got more Godzilla movies going forward, because obviously Toho wanted to, you know, show people that, hey, that's not Godzilla, this is Godzilla. Where this time I think the inspiration is different. From a business perspective, can you blame them for jumping on the coattails of the American movie? And I know some people are not going to like that I said that, But truth is truth. I mean, if it weren't for this movie, we probably wouldn't be getting this film. Prior to the legendary Godzilla, Toho gave no indication they would ever make another Godzilla movie again. So, but it's still a smart move. I think it's a smart move. I mean, from a business standpoint, they're striking while the iron's hot. That's what you do. And they're trying to leverage its popularity right now. And what better time? 2016 is perfect. It's early enough so it doesn't interfere with the American movie, and it gives fans a stopgap. It gives fans a reminder, hey, Godzilla's still here. They got another movie coming out in 2018, but until that arrives, here's what we used to do that most of you probably didn't see because before the 2014 American movie, you weren't a Godzilla fan. So, and I think they're going to put their best foot forward. Whether it's a versus movie or a solo film, I think they're going to put their best foot forward. I really think they want to capitalize on the success. And I'm excited, man. This is great. I mean, come on, man. Godzilla, you can't ask for anything more. You got the game next year. You got a movie the following year. And then 2 years after that, you got the American version sequel. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. This is real. This makes me happy because this is really what I wanted for the character. More than anything, whether one movie's better than the other, that didn't matter to me. What was most important to me was the character continuing to be relevant. And that's what's happening. And I'm seeing it before my eyes, and it makes me so happy because this is a character I've loved, man, since I was 3 years old. And I've never had, when I grew up with friends, I had a couple of friends that knew Godzilla, but they were not big fans. And for a long time, I didn't get an opportunity to see a lot of the newer movies where now, not only do I get to see them all, growing up through the 90s when they first started to arrive, but now he's back, he's mainstream, he's all over the place. And that's just, for me, that's just awesome. It's just an awesome thing. And I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know if it's going to go for another 5 years, for another 10, for another 15. But as long as it keeps going, I'm going to continue to support it, be it American, be it Japanese. The character's so awesome. We've all obviously had a great time discussing him. And I guess it's going to keep going. And as long as it's going to keep going, ETN is going to keep talking about it. So you can expect much more speculation videos coming forward. I'm definitely hyped for this. And I'm so happy because it's not that far away. And yeah, man, let's see what unfolds. So March of the King is going to take a little bit of a turn. We're going to get on the hype train, detour to 2016 and talk about that. We'll still talk about 2018. And the game, I will be purchasing the American version when it comes out next year. I'm not going to import. I do have a PS4. It's releasing for the PS4 in America. So I'm going to wait for that next year. So outside of that, man, get hyped, people. How do you feel about the news that Japan is making a new Godzilla movie? Are you hyped? Are you not hyped? Are you just all about Godzilla 24/7? Whether it's American, whether it's Japanese, either way, man, more G for me, please. This is Rob signing off for ETN, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching ETN. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Join the nation's Facebook page to meet other subscribers or visit ETN's Facebook page and Twitter page. Links for all are in the description.
Motherfucking Toho! Okay, guys, welcome back. So, well, it looks like we're not going to have to wait too long for more Godzilla. Obviously, the Japanese game's coming out in December. That same game is coming out in America next year during the summer for both the PS3 and PS4. And now, we have officially confirmed by Toho themselves a Godzilla 2016 movie, and I'm very happy to hear this. This is something we all discussed shortly after the legendary movie, whether or not Toho would go this route again. It sounds like they were debating at one point, and they finally come to a decision to make another movie. So this is good. Now, we're getting some stopgaps before the big 2018 sequel in the game, and then in 2016, the Japanese Godzilla. And it's going to be interesting to see how this movie is going to fare. I think definitely outside of Japan, it's going to do rather well. And I'm pretty sure to do well in Japan as well, with the